Good morning, standard 5 students. Today in science, we will start a new topic, that is simple machines, in lesson 11. So, let us see the topic, simple machines. So, first we will see about different types of simple machine. These simple machines we use in our everyday life to make our work easier and faster. So, machines that have few or no moving parts are called simple machines. So, this type of machines make our work easier and faster. So, what are simple machines? Let us see. A simple machine is a device that makes our work easier and faster. Like scissors, knives, tweezers, and tongs are some examples of simple machines. Simple machines are grouped as levers, wheel and axle, pulley, inclined plane, and screw. So let us see about all these simple machines one by one. So types of simple machine you can see in the picture also: inclined plane, wheel and axle, pulley, lever, vase, and screw. These are all different types of simple machines that we use in our everyday life. Now let us see about the first, a simple machine, that is called lever. A lever can be described as a long rigid body with a fulcrum along its length. So in this, a long rigid body, that is a rod like structure that moves from a fixed place. That place is known as fulcrum. And the load, the object you are lifting, the object which we are lifting or which we are just moving, these are that object is known as load. Fulcrum is the point at which the lever pivots, that means where with the lever moves, that point is called fulcrum. In this picture you can see the lever is one of the most basic forms of a machine. They help us to lift loads with lesser effort. We have to apply lesser force when we use a lever to lift any load. So let us see about these objects. We use levers in so many of our day-to-day activities. They are classified into three categories depending on the relative position of the load, fulcrum, and force. So the lever can be classified into three major groups. These are according to the load, position of the load, fulcrum, and force. So let us see about this type of levers. You can see first class lever. So first class lever, fulcrum is at the center. You can see the fulcrum in the center in this class of lever. Fulcrum is located anywhere between the load and the effort. So load and effort will be on the either side, and fulcrum will be in the middle of the load and effort. So this type of lever where the fulcrum is in the middle, this type of lever is known as first class lever. You can see in this picture crowbar. Scissor. In scissor also you can see from one side we are cutting the paper or any object, and from one side we are holding, that is effort, and the cutting of the paper or the things we are keeping here, this position is known as, here is the load, here is the effort, and in middle the scissor is moving from the middle. So fulcrum is in the middle, this is load, and this is effort. So we can see this scissor is also a first class lever. In seesaw also you can see this. In seesaw also you can see both the side. One side one is putting the effort here. If this girl is putting the effort, this girl is effort, the boy is load, and the fulcrum is in the middle. So this is also a first class lever because the seesaw is moving from the middle. Now next let us see about the second class lever. In the second class lever, effort on one side, the fulcrum at the other side, and the load is at the center. In this type of lever you can see one side is effort, in the middle the load is there, load is in the middle, and fulcrum is in the front part. So in this case the load is between the effort and the fulcrum. So this type of lever is known as second class of lever. You can see in the wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow is also a type of second class lever. Different examples of second class lever you can see: a wheelbarrow, a nut cracker also you can see the load is in the between, and bottle opener also, the load is in between. So this type of levers are second class lever. Now let us see about the third class lever. In the third class lever, effort is at the center. Load is on the one side and a fulcrum is at the other, and you can see in the fishing, this effort is one side. In this effort you can see in one side in a fishing rod, load is on the other side and it is moving from the middle, that is here, from here it is moving. So the effort is in the middle of this this is fulcrum and effort, between the fulcrum, effort is in the middle of the fulcrum and load. So it is a third class lever. You can see the example of third class lever: arm, this is also a third class lever; fishing rod, stapler also you can see, the effort is in the between; broom also, effort is in the between. So these are all examples of third class lever. There is another class of type of machine, that is wheel and axle. A basic pulley comprises of a wheel on a fixed axle. You can see in pulley the axle is on the fixed. So pulley, this is a pulley, a simple machine with a groove along the edges to guide a rope or cable. In this, if there is a groove, inside that the rope is there. Now you can see the groove here in the wheel. There is a groove in the wheel. There is a groove in which the rope is moving. That is called wheel, and in that this is pulley. You can see here pulley, the effort is one side and the load is where load, the weight of an object is known as load, and the amount of force required to lift or move the object is known as effort. Now let us see about this difference. As you add more pulleys, you increase your mechanical advantage and it becomes very easy to lift the same load. You can use many, in place of one pulley you can use many pulley to make the work easier. You can see the load, input force, fixed pulley and movable pulley. There are two types of pulley, that is fixed pulley and movable pulley. What is fixed pulley? Fixed pulley, wheel attached to the surface. The wheel is attached to a surface, it is fixed. The wheel is fixed. Changes the direction of the applied force. You can see in this, the load is moving in the opposite direction and force is applied in the opposite direction of the load. So it is known, changes the direction of the applied force. No mechanical advantage, same amount of force is required, but it changes the direction of the moving object. Now in a fixed pulley, let us see about a fixed pulley. Now movable pulley. Movable pulley moves along the rope. Now you can see in this, the wheel is also moving up and down with the load. Wheel supports the load, effort is in the same direction as the movement. So in the same direction, the movement of the load is an effort. Both are in the same direction, reduces the force needed to move an object. In this, you have to apply a lesser force. This is movable pulley. Now let us see about the next topic, that is wheel and axle. In this simple machine, a wheel is locked to a central axis and they rotate each other when a force is applied on either one of them. You can see the axle and the wheel is moving over the axle. So it is called as wheel and axle arrangement. We see the wheel and axle set up in many of our day-to-day activities. Wheelbarrow, in this wheel is here, there, that is moving over the axle. In car also, wheels are moving over an axle. A longer motion at the edge of the wheel is converted to a shorter, more powerful motion at an axle. In axle, it can move very nicely. You can see the steering wheel of car also. It is also moving over the wheel and it makes the movement very smooth. Now next we can see wheel and axle setup in many of our daily life, like door handle, door knob also it is moving over the wheel, bicycle tires also that, and you can see rolling pin also it is moving over the wheel, and in reverse a short powerful force at an axle will move the wheel's edge at a greater distance with applying a little force, we can move the object very fast. Now next machine is an inclined plane. Is a ramp that assists moving heavy object up and down heights. It can make us give less effort to move the heavy object along the surface. Now, this is inclined plane. We can see different types of examples of inclined plane. You can see a ramp. A inclined plane makes the work easier. Nothing moves to make inclined plane work. No? There is no movement in the inclined plane. It is just a plane over which we give the less effort to move any object. Now you can see different types of plane. There is a ramp, slide and stairs. These are all examples of inclined plane. So the mechanical advantage is the more the distance to be covered, the lesser the force needed to be to move the load to a raised height. So that means the if distance will be increased, then less force you have to apply. That is the advantage of this inclined plane. Now let us see about a different simple machine, that is a screw. A screw is one of the most commonly used mechanical devices in the world. So we use screw to hold the things together, and it is very common. Simple machine, you can see a screw has a long uh, spiral rod that which threads is spiraling along its length. Now, the thread is moving spirally along a long rod. You can see the screw has become an integral part of the mechanical age. It can be used to hold things together. You can see in the table, in many different types of furnitures, we use a screw to hold the things together. The mechanical advantages of screw is to increases when the angle of the spiral increases. If angle will be distance between the angle will be increases, then it will become more advantageous. Now a simple machine that is known as wedge. Wedge is made up of two inclined planes. These planes meet and form a sharp edge. You can see two inclined planes are meeting together in opposite direction and they are making a sharp edge. This type of machine is called wedge. We often see a wedge being used to many things to hold an object in place and avoid it from moving. You can see there is a wedge used to avoid this moving of this vehicle. To lift a heavy load, to separate portions of an object, we use a wedge. You can see here also. The wedge is the active twin of the inclined plane and one of the 6 classical simple machine. Unlike an inclined plane, which is stationary, a wedge does useful work by moving. So, wedge we have to move. Inclined plane is stationary and it can work, but wedge is a moving inclined plane. We often see a wedge being used to many things. You can see here also wedge is used to stop the vehicle, to lift a heavy load, to separate portions of an object. You can see examples of wedges, knives, nails. This type of wedge we can use in our daily life. These are the examples of wedges. Thank you, students. We have completed this topic here only. Next class we will meet again with a new topic. Thank you all.